is going on YouTube? So let's talk about What If episode 8. What if Ultron won? Not too shabby. I kind of liked this one, but let's discuss. What up, YouTube? My name is Scott. This is Sporking News Podcast. If you haven't already, please take the time to subscribe to the channel. I see a lot of people coming through but not subscribing. It really help out, and it's free, so why not? You can ding that bell. Please hit like and share this, but definitely comment. It helps with the algorithm. So we're going to discuss this episode 8 from What If, the Marvel series on Disney Plus, which has not, in my view, had a great run with these Marvel series. The beginning of WandaVision was the best so far, but this episode I actually really enjoyed. I've only watched it once. I haven't sat back really to think about it as much, so this is more of a reaction than a review, but let's take a look at it. So the idea of this one is what if, and Jeffrey Wright's character, the Watcher, is explaining it. What if at the time in our universe, the Avengers did not get the body that they then install Vision, create Vision with, but Ultron actually ends up securing that body and putting his mind into it. And what would happen? Well, what would happen is complete chaos. Ultron beats the Avengers at their, Thor, Captain America, and Iron Man beats them to launch nuclear weapons, destroying the world and silencing it, because he brings order to the universe, or the world at first, and it really is just to him, silence is killing everything, is order. So he looked awesome. If you want to take a look at this right here. So this is kind of after he defeats the Avengers. So after he defeats the Avengers, things get silent. All of a sudden walks in Thanos. Thanos just comes through a portal using the Space Stone. And without like a second thought, it was the coolest part of this episode, I believe. Vision just realizes he wants that gauntlet and cuts Thanos in half, which, get it, cuts him in half. Thanos wanted to cut the universe in half, so he's dead. And Ultron then takes the 5 stones he didn't have, puts it into his chest plate, as you can see, and it opens his mind to the universe as a whole. And from there, he goes on a rampage, destroying Asgard and the Sovereign and everywhere else. Sakaar, is it? The junk planet. I mean, it shows you destroying him, everything, until he controls that whole universe, and it's pretty much dead. Now, throughout the season, the Watcher has materialized more and more, like from like outline to a physical body. And this one is his coming out party. He is out there. He is wondering what he should do because Ultron senses him. Okay. And he realizes, the Watcher, that if Ultron can get into his spatial area, Ultron can go into the multiverse and destroy the whole thing. But the Watcher took a vow, I can't interfere. Well, if someone's going to destroy the whole multiverse, I think you can interfere. So they kind of go to blows, and it's like 30 minutes of him just being befuddled. Is that a good word? Befuddled. Confused. The Watcher's just confused and getting his ass kicked through different multiverses, which was kind of cool. We did the funny thing. Okay. So while this is going on, you have Black Widow and Barton, who is Hawkeye, trying to find a way to stop Ultron. Which I do have to say, Jeremy Renner, out of the main cast of this one, was the only one that did his own voice as Clint Barton. You have Lake Bell again as Black Widow, does a great voice. Jeffrey Wright is the Watcher. Toby Jones as Armin Zola, who comes in a little bit later. Josh Keaton as Steve Rogers. Mike Wingert, I believe his name is, as Tony Stark. And my favorite, Captain Marvel, Alexandria Daniels, who I take a smackdown any day from you people, because I think she is 10 times better than Brie Larson and should be the next Captain Marvel. Anywho, so yeah, Zola, that is their plan. Okay. Ultron has been able to influence all code in the world, but Zola is actually paper code, like old school computer. And there's one copy in Russia. They get it. They go to Siberia. They upload him and pretty much threaten him that he has the capability of getting into Ultron's web, hive mind, and destroying him from the inside out. Hence, or kind of like, Jarvis did in the Avengers 2 movie that people didn't like when it came out, but has a little more cred since then. Even though Ultron was awesome. Voiced by one of my favorite actors from the 80s, and I'm blanking on his name. Put his name in the comments below because I feel like a moron right now, and I don't edit. I haven't bought editing stuff yet. Anyways, so the Watcher, took his vow, can't interfere, getting his ass kicked, even though he's a powerful being. Ultron with the gauntlet or the chest plate is seeming to be more powerful, but there is a scene prior to him attacking him that Captain Marvel gets the closest to defeating him, but even she dies. R.I.P. Captain Marvel. So it goes on, and the Watcher's trying to find a way to help. He wouldn't help. Black Widow and Hawkeye find the code, even though it was right there and they almost gave up on it. But thank God the woman didn't, because the man did. I do have to say this was a more equal episode compared to all the rest where the men are just complete morons. Hawkeye was brave and valiant, and he wanted to give up, and there is a point where people do get that way, and he goes out pretty brave. I won't ruin that right now, but he does. Suicidal, but brave. And that moment where he does is kind of like a flip of the moment when in Infinity War or Endgame that Natasha sacrifices herself. So I didn't see a problem with that. This is the first episode, again, where I feel the men aren't babbling frat boys or idiots, and the women are the strongest characters. So we get to the end of the story, and it's the Watcher going to that universe cell, I guess, that was created by the Sorcerer Supreme demon version, which Cumberbatch did voice for Strange, or he created. I couldn't figure that out. The Watcher, can't interfere. Did he create that cell in the last episode, or was this cell created of his own by Strange? I don't know, but he goes to him for help because, the dude did eat a lot of demons. I'm guessing he could probably take on the Infinity Stones. He ate everything if you think about it. So I haven't seen the promo for next week. This is my reaction. It's the best episode so far. Not saying a lot, but I did enjoy it the first watch. I might have a different feeling after a watch or two. What do you guys think? Please put it in the comments below. I have nothing against you guys completely disagreeing with my thoughts. I am on the side of free speech and free thought. So feel free to put it in there. Again, subscribe. Even if you don't like me that much, subscribe. What is it going to hurt? And if you do like me, ding that bell. It'll help out the channel. And thank you to all my channel members. You guys are the best. I have to start helping out and doing more live streams with just you guys, which I hope I will do. But this one's for you guys. Put a spork in it. We are done.